A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be sharing a channeled message for the collective. The message is that universe is rewarding you for the inner work that you have done. For example, you're in the relationship dynamic and you feel that you're constantly doing so many things for a person, but they never seem to appreciate it or acknowledge it. So you keep doing it for many years, you tirelessly do it. You're very loyal, very authentic, very beautiful person, as what I'm being told, whosoever I'm doing this reading for, whosoever is resonating. Very like, how ants are so dedicated, or how certain animals are. They are always doing the work. The bees are always generating honey, and all that honey is for others. So they are laboriously taking care of others, loving that partner or that person, whosoever it is. They don't get acknowledgement in return or anything in return. And then one fine day, a click happens, something clicks inside of them and they let go. The need of acknowledgement and appreciation, and someone coming and taking care of me, someone taking care of my expectations, someone telling me that I'm beautiful, someone telling me I'm wonderful, that I am desirable, all of that, And then they start remaining constantly in their own inner world. They start doing inner work. They are looking for what I need to release, what I need to do now. What is it that I need to work upon? Okay, it is this, it is that. And they start loving everything that's given to them, even the person who did not acknowledge them. They start thinking, had this person given me all the things that I wanted, I would not have done this research. I would not have found out myself, because I'm just stuck in the worldly things, in the worldly love, in the worldly relationships. But I need to, go further. And they start loving themselves in a very different way. They become very devoted to their inner work, very, very devoted in a very beautiful way. I feel so proud of such people. And I meet such people, I know who they are, they are so dedicated. Some people are dedicated for some time, but because they have narcissistic pattern, very strong narcissistic upbringing, they just don't want to give in. They don't want to do assignments, they don't want to work, they always cranky, they always complain, and they will never do what they are told to do. If you tell them, do this, do it like A, B, C, 3 steps, they will never do it like that. They will make you call them, message them, if not call, then ask them, have you done it? Why don't you do it like this? And they will still not do it like that. They will still do it whatever way they want to do, because they have so much ego, they don't want to surrender to a teacher. They will sign up for a course, they will sign up for therapy, but they don't want to surrender to teacher. So then how do you want to learn? If you know everything, if you know so much, then why did you even get into it? Why do you want to do this work? Don't do it. But then those who are dedicated and devoted, they are very, very, they are always eager. Give me this. Yeah, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. I want to do this. I want to talk about it. They listen to all the channelings and they, tell me every time, something touches them. They're like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about it in my session, or I want to share what happened to me, how I felt. So I know who these people are, and it's a wonderful feeling. But as a teacher, our challenge is to basically let them be. What can we do? I have to be myself and they have to be themselves. And if they don't want to gain from someone, it's their loss. If they gain, then they gain so much. And this is just coming from someone who's just working with people. Just imagine the scope of things when you are connected with your spirit guides, your angels. But imagine if you are more open spiritually, you're more open, into the inner world, the inner realm, the joy. You will see so many wonderful things happen to you. But at the same time, you'll not get so excited. You'll know the balance, because today I'm going to witness something great and wonderful. Tomorrow it is very much possible that some challenge will be thrown at me. But the universe wants to reward such people. Even if you have this realization, the universe will reward you. So what I can see is basically there's a reward. A reward is being given to someone who is doing inner work. If you are the person who's listening to the channeling and you're looking for some answers, then it could be you. or it could be someone else in your life who's really important to you that you keep on priority. So now it's up to you how you resonate with it. If you don't resonate with it, then you can move on to some other channeling. So the universe basically works in a very scientific way. It gives to you what you give to yourself. It's very simple as that. But then universe also gives you exactly what you give to yourself. For example, those who are in narcissistic energies, they also give a lot to themselves. They are absolutely in self-loathing energies. They think they are the best, they are the only one. And they're extremely attached to their image, the physical image or the societal image that they project. They're very much attached with it. So actually they are not giving anything to themselves. They are giving it to that image. So whatever they give to the image, universe is going to give them the same thing. Basically, universe will only give it for the image. Universe will not give it for the soul or for the heart. And that's where the whole game is being played. Now I'm being shown that there are some people who are very dedicated in their inner work. And I'm also being shown that they are very innocent people. They are innocent, they are very pure, and they were pure since childhood. So the reward is also being given for, the maintenance of the purity, the innocence. So you can be an innocent person and you can also be very protected. What happened to a lot of these people that I am relaying for today is that they were innocent, they were pure, but they were not protected. And somehow I'm being told that this whole dynamic was done on purpose, so that when they are not in protection, they can learn some lessons, some new lessons outside of that range. Because if you are always constantly protected, you will not be attacked or you will not witness anything. And that much protection is provided that when you cannot take something, when you know, or when they know, the protectors, the watchers, the council of elders, when they know that this particular warrior, this particular soul is going to get in some bigger trouble, they will definitely intervene. So they will only give you the lesson how much you can take. Now over a period of time, as this person, the soul's journey on planet Earth was going on, they first were very unhappy. They first did not even know. Because they were programmed, they were just living their life, how it works in programming. It's very much like a machine. It's very much like being in limbo state. You don't know what's happening to you. You like to believe sometimes that you are not good enough, you are unworthy, you are not deserving. But in some cases, you are also street smart, a go-getter, a good provider, a responsible person. Okay? So it's like you have the narcissistic energies in you, but you also have the empathetic energy in you. However, during the limbo state, that empath inside of you is not having much power. The empath within you is kind of powerless at that point in time. I'm being shown that this person is very dedicated, very devoted person. And one more quality is being shown to me, that this person does not lie. They are very straightforward. They don't cook up stories. They don't mince their words. They just say exactly how, whatever they feel. In Sanskrit language, we have a word called Tathagata. Even Buddha has talked about this word. So basically, Tathagata is a person who will always do what they say. So they have sort of a very solid connection inside of themselves with the mind, with the speech, and with the action. So if mentally they are thinking of something, say, I'm going to love people selflessly. So they're going to say that, I'm going to love people selflessly. And they're going to actually apply that in their actions also. Okay? But what I'm being shown, that they faced a lot of opposition. They faced a lot of criticism. Like they were always criticized for everything, for small little things. Many a times they did not take it personally, but sometimes they got very bogged down, especially those situations where they were very excited. They had waited for many days or many weeks. They were made or given promises that this will happen, that will happen. But when that thing actually started happening, their heart was broken because of the way they were treated by others. Okay? Maybe the caretakers, maybe the elders, maybe the other adults, And I can also sense one very slimy, evil energy around this person. A very slimy, selfish, evil person around, who's always sort of watching them, always sort of looking at this person, and always lurking around in some way or the other, looking for exactly, where they can pinpoint, exactly where they can suck the energy, because this person has very good energy, very pure, raw energy they have. So they are all the evil people, all the people who are possessed by entities. Lots of people are possessed by entities, and many a times they don't even know about it. I know this person, for example, who's very powerful, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, very, very amazing person overall. Okay, if you look at their achievements and if you look at all the other things they've done. But it's very obvious, every time I speak to this person, I can feel that there are entities around him, okay? And some of the entities have full control of him. He has no idea what he's saying and doing. And these entities are very disgusting, very evil. They feed on sexual energy and they feed on pain and suffering, which is very intentional. So every time he's possessed by that entity, he starts talking about his sexual encounters, even if it is making other people uncomfortable. He will go into deep detail. Okay, I think I have scolded him. Maybe other people cannot, but I could see that he's possessed and he always acts weirdly. So I actually have given him a very good scolding. So he was apologizing and he was saying it's not wrong to talk about your experience. And then he would start justifying, it's not wrong, I did not say anything. Maybe in his head he doesn't even know, he doesn't even realize the amount of detailing he has gotten into. And at one point in time, when he was not possessed by these entities, he used to be a very good person, very, very good person. He never did anything wrong. But later on, as he started growing more and more in life, I think he made a lot of money. He's done all sorts of crazy things that you can't even imagine, So knowing that he can manifest, and all the people who have very strong ego, be very careful, because if you have a very strong ego, you are going to be possessed by certain entities, okay, and they will rule your life. Even celebrities, they don't know it, but when they go on stage or when they face a lot of people, or when they are in that rush moment, how do they get that type of energy? How do they get that type of drive to do things that the ego wants them to do? It is the entities that make them do it. Now, in our community, in our world, we understand these things, but most people may not, so it's not for them. This information is not for them. So for the twin flames and for the star seeds, for the pure souls, many a times they also have positive entities or benevolent entities who ward off the malefic entities. They are sort of fighting against the malefic entities, and the masters always intervene when it is a situation which is a little difficult, which is a little hard. So they will enter, but they also know what is the degree of pain or suffering one needs to go through to understand a certain emotion. And then later on, when they heal the template, so it's actually the energy is not coming from anywhere else, but it is coming from the template, the place where you were born, okay, the place that you chose. So even before getting incubated into that template, into that system, into that particular matrix, whatever you want to call it, you know very well what's coming your way. You chose it. You have chosen it. You have chosen to be in this position. So when you understand this by doing inner work, then gradually you will start realizing that lots of times you were protected, lots of time you were taken care of, but you were given the situation so that in future you could relate with and you could help those people who are stuck in those problems. And planet Earth is a very, very, very vast, it's a very intricate and very, like for some people, very complicated to understand, but it functions on a science, on impeccable science that never goes wrong. There is never any miscalculation. There is never anything wrong in the whole overall time frame. When we look at something, we don't look at it only in the certain section. We look at it with a bird's eye view, or we look at it like an overall picture. Okay, so when we look at something in an overall picture and all the puzzles have fit in properly, then it makes sense, right? So they know, the masters know, everybody knows in the very beginning itself that you would be able to get out of that situation and you would be able to help yourself. So now when you have done all of this great inner work and you can sort of recognize and realize a lot of energetic movements and energies you can segregate, you are getting rewarded by the universe and they are giving you wealth and opulence. Because wealth and opulence is a very important requirement. It's not to make you materialistic, but they will give you wealth, they will give you resources only when the time is right. Okay. For example, you have been in really low energies financially for say 3 years, and all those 3 years you were every day on your feet. Maybe some days you were not, because at that time when you are struggling, you are not in full energies. That's why you're struggling. But you learn how to step into your full energies. You learn how to step into your better version energies. So you spend those 3 years, and after 3 years, everything started clicking. Maybe what the masters were trying to do is to tell you that you need to be on a mission, and the mission is very personal. You choose it yourself. You want it yourself. You are the one who wants to do that particular mission work, and to create resources for it, because this is a three-dimensional reality that most people consider them to be living in. Even when they ascend, even when they get into 4D, and then from 4D to 5D, which is a very big leap. 4 to 5 is the biggest leap, because it is the hardest, it is the most difficult leap to take. But even when you are in 4D, there are certain addictions, there are certain problems, there are certain issues that you're facing. You're not in 100% energies at that time also. So those people who don't want to be in 4D also, they appreciate it, they're very grateful, but they want to jump into 5D, so they sacrifice a lot of things. They are not buying branded clothes, they are not buying branded this or that, they are not showing off. They are in simple living, high thinking energy, and they do a lot of wonderful things. So on a consistent level, when this happens, when this goes on, that's when universe decides to reward you, because universe knows by now, and you know by now, that you are not going to splurge the money, because money is also karma. It is very important, because you need to buy stuff and you need to exchange your energy. Whenever you get something from a store and you give them money, you are actually exchanging energy. Okay, so it's not money. In our world, in our community, we don't even like to use the word money so much. We like to use the word energy exchange, because you are paying a person so that they can get resources, and they are giving you energy. It could be energy of love, it could be energy of compassion, it could be time, presence, but you should always take energy from those people. You should always exchange it with those people who have a mission and who are, like, you know it, you can sense it intuitively that they know stuff, they know what they're talking about. They are Tathagata. and they become Tathagat. So as a child they were Tathagat, but then in the years between, during the limbo state, they had to force themselves to not be Tathagat. Like they had to be diplomatic, they had to praise certain people to get their work done, they had to act like the narcissistic people, and they were doing all of this because they were taught and they were programmed. So the reason why they are put into a certain template is because even the masters know that those caregivers, those caretakers have certain qualities, negative, positive, we don't see it like that. Like they are good trainers, okay? They can train a child very well to become a slave, okay? And to take care of them and their needs. They won't do anything. They won't go out and, take a job or start a business or slog, or even say money is not a scene over there. Money is not an issue. It's relationships, or maybe it is some other thing, like nurturing or providing for the right things. They are providers, but they force you to choose things that they want to provide for. Like if you say, I want to study medicine, I want to study herbs, I want to study this, they'll say, no, you do engineering, or you go and become a doctor, you become a physician, or you become a surgeon, or you become a pilot, or you do this, that, whatever we tell you. So we will give you money, we will provide for you, but you have to do what we tell you. Same things the feminine energy will do. She will nurture, but she will do a barter deal. So this is a false energy exchange, like we'll give you this in return of what you give to us. They'll make it sound very nice. They'll make it look like it's for your best. They are your best well-wishers. They know everything. And this soul who's very pure, very innocent, very compassionate, like such a wonderful soul I'm being shown, they believe them because they look at them as their caregivers. They want to trust them. At this point in time, by this time, they have lost their memory. Before coming to earth, they know I'm getting into this template, I'm getting into this womb, I'm going to get incubated, then these things will happen for next 10 years, then next 15 years, then they know everything at that point in time. They also know that they will lose their memory after some time. And they feel bad about it, but not when they are coming here. They will feel bad about it, say when they're 3 years old or 4 years old, because that's the time pretty much the memory is fully taken away. For some people it may stay till 5 or 6, but that's like in very rare cases. And it is better not to know everything, because if you know everything, then the whole point of being there will not get sufficed. If you're going there to heal something, then you need to work from the root cause. So because this person has been working since even being incubated, they've been very dedicated, they've been very devoted. Even when the memory was taken away, there were many traits and qualities that they did not leave, and they had to suffer because of that. They had to go through pain because of that. They got bullied because of that. Maybe they got abused because of that. Say somebody was abusing them sexually. Just an example, okay? Just an example. So somebody was abusing them sexually, and they did not do anything about it because they feared or they felt that it might hurt or it might trouble or it might give worry to the caregivers, even if it meant that they would go through the pain and suffering, that torture. But because they are protected and they are guided, something will happen, something magical will happen, some miracle will happen. They will, meet someone who will motivate them, guide them, someone who will talk to them about it. Knowingly or unknowingly, they will develop the power and courage to ward off those people, but at the same time, they will store that pain, store that trauma, and, later on, when they do deep inner work, then one by one, like onions, have layers, or the lotus has so many petals on it, one by one. And that's why, when we talk about the crown chakra awakening, opening, the Sahasrara, we say that it's the 1,000-petaled lotus. The 1,000-petal lotus, that's how we symbolize it, because on this planet there are so many layers to be worked upon. There are thousands of layers, and when a person works on all those layers, the whole lotus opens up, it blooms, the Sahasrara blooms. Okay, so It's a wonderful channeling for all those people who have been working very hard, who are very responsible, who have put in their time and effort into a mission, or they have put in their time and effort into working on themselves. Like I have noticed some people, they really want to do inner work, they want to get into therapy, they want to be able to afford anything that is, is an investment on themselves, a genuine investment, not going to school and college and getting a paper degree and which says that you have done this course, congratulations, now you are very intelligent, but actually you don't know anything about life. So they don't want to do that anymore. They want to be able to generate resources for themselves, because at first you need to generate resources for yourself, and when you are trained and when you have learned how to take care of yourself, that's when you will start taking care of the template and you'll start doing your mission work, whatever you're here to do on planet Earth. For some people, this reward is being given to them by the attainment of peace. Like there could be people who are here not for any other pursuit, not to do like a mission for others, but they are more here. They are here to just release all the societal programming, all the past life generational curses, everything, and then when they release it, they start sensing, they don't know how it happens. It feels like there is a spring inside them which is overflowing with love, and it's overflowing with something, that they cannot explain in words. So that's because universe has decided to bless them with a lot of bliss. And they are in devotion. The whole day I've seen such people. They are so devoted to source. From morning till night, they are devoted to source. And they have this beautiful glow on this face. Their skin shines. They have beautiful skin. They have beautiful smile. They are so straightforward. They are so straightforward. I have noticed one thing about the devotional people. Devotional people are not sweet talkers. They are very sweet, but they are also very straightforward. Like they can actually tell you on your face, like I don't want to do this and I don't like this, or you're not correct on this. Or they will explain it in such a way that why they are living the way they are living. Why they don't care about society, why they don't care about the world, why nothing matters to them. They are in those energies because they are enjoying what the reward was given to them. They are enjoying that reward, and they figure out a way to channel their energies. Most star seeds are here to, channel energies, because they contain that thing in them. Especially, you can refer to human design. If you are a projector, then you're 100% here to project on others, not get projected on by others. But when they are not aware, they get projected on by others. Similarly, generators, they make this mistake when they are not awakened. They start generating the wrong type of energy, the negative energy, the arrogant energy, the ego energy. And they start contributing unknowingly, participating in things. That's why we have all the media, the advertisements. We have this world which hogs onto other people's energy. And, this world can't do anything to people who are in the inner world and who are protected by masters. Because they've actually, they're not in the range anymore. You need to be in the same frequency. They're not in that range anymore. So universe is giving wealth, opulence, universe, so that mission work can be done properly. Universe is giving inner peace and joy and actual true feeling of love. So if you are in a relationship dynamic where you don't feel love, if you want to enter into group discussions, then join my Patreon, because Patreon is a place where I can write posts and I can write, letters to all of you, and they will individually go to you. It's very easy to function over Patreon, but Patreon is actually created so that people can support me. So if you want to support me, please go ahead and support my content. But if you also want to benefit from a bonus that I'm giving, which is the group class, the one Zoom class that you get every month, then please participate in that. Okay. Now, if you want to personally work with me in a customized way, then you should take up the personal sessions and therapy. Like especially the chakra therapy. The chakra alignment therapy is the best therapy, but I suggest people to work on narcissistic energies once, at least once, or those who want to clear the narcissism pattern, because narcissistic energies, the narcissism, the pain of narcissism is literally the thing that puts you in separation. It's literally the thing. So I tell people, you work on that part and then we get into chakra alignment, because then chakra alignment, chakra alignment will take you to your blocks, your deep, hidden, very scary blocks. Some people have scary blocks, but they don't know where it's coming from. They don't know where the pain is coming from, where the trauma is coming from, where the rejection is coming from. Most importantly, where is the separation coming from? They don't know. So to reach to that block, that big block, because sometimes one traumatic energy in the childhood creates so many traumatic energies which are combined with that particular incident. So that one incident, one bad incident that happened to you, you may not even know about it. Sometimes it's literally hidden because so many layers of bad experiences have happened that you cannot locate that place. So only someone who has authority in this subject, only who knows the actual truth of twin flames, only those people can help you out. People who are putting you into completely romantic setups, because I'll tell you, love is everywhere. The day you understand this, you will be full of love. Love is everywhere, okay? But it's very easy to say it, not so easy to practically experience it, okay? But anyway, you can do all of that. You can get my book In the Name of Love, which is based on 5 wonderful channel stories. Some of the stories were given to me in a very magical way. I do plan to create a vlog on how each story was given to me, like different vlogs for different stories, because there are 5 stories. And I've had some like crazy experiences, some supernatural experiences when I was channeling this book. And I think it was pretty much the need of that hour. Because of that book, I actually decided, I became very strong that metaphysics is the world that I want to be in, not the materialistic. For me, it was sure that metaphysics is where I want to be. And I know a lot of you are making that choice right now. And I'm telling you, it's the right choice to make. Because materialistic world depends on your subconscious mind. 95% of your subconscious reality is actually the cause of whatever you see in the 3-dimensional world. So if there's a problem in 3-dimensional reality, the answer is in your subconscious reality. So thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you soon in another one. You have lots of options. You have Patreon. You have the free content from the channel. You have personal sessions. You have therapies, which can help you release your karmic blocks, the third-party blocks, help you, feel love. Because sometimes, I've noticed people are not able to transmutate their energy. Even when the masculine comes back or the runner comes back, whichever gender you are, they're not able to forgive that person. And again, there's a delay. So we want to transmutate your anger into love. You need to learn how to forgive people sometimes, especially those who have hurt you, but you love them and there was a misunderstanding, but ego will never let you clear the misunderstanding. Only soul, on a soul level, you can clear the misunderstanding. So I'll see you soon in another one. One love and peace out.